Back in my childhood, my life wasn't so good. When we do something wrong, Mama would send us outside to get us a switch, but she would take 3 of them and tie them together. So I went to school one day. My teacher said, Edward, why don't you sit back? I said, I can't sit back. She said, well, if you don't sit back, I'm gonna have to send you to the principal's office. They pulled my shirt up and they saw what's, behind my back. And they wanted to know what happened. I told them what happened. Well, they wanted to call social service. Back then, if you say something about social service, Mama was a social service. That's the first time right then that, I couldn't get nobody to listen to what I was saying. So I moved out of the house when I was about 13 years old, from house to house, place to place. I thought I had this guy that would, keep me in. A couple of weeks later, he got me drunk, and that's when he molested me. When he started molesting on me, wouldn't nobody listen to me, that's when I started drinking, which I was already drinking and drugging. After that, I tried to commit suicide. I took 36 aspirin, and they said if I would have took 2 more, I would have been here today. I said, okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move down here with my daddy, see how this work out. He often had this pistol in his back pocket, and he often told me, he said that, I'm gonna shoot you one day. I'm gonna shoot you, but I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm gonna shoot you to slow you down. So he actually shot me. 1 more inch, I would have never walked again. So I survived that. So about 2 weeks later, me and my girlfriend, there was an old shack down the street that we was down there messing around, and he knew I was in there. And next thing I know, the whole place was on fire. The whole woods was on fire. Of course, I got blamed for that. So as time went on, I started working in tobacco. There was these 3 guys that was the Ku Klux Klan. Somebody had busted a tractor tire, and they blamed me because I was the only black guy in the area. So he pulled a 38 out, and he pointed to my head. He hit me right here with a 38, and blood just went everywhere. So of course that led me to drinking even more. I've been to about 4 or 5 different alcohol places. I would get sober, but I would go right back into the same activity. I went to jail. Now that was a long 45 days. So that gave me time to think right there. So that's when I had to turn my life over to the Lord, because there's no other way, no other way. Once I got the Teen Challenge, 5 months, everything changed. It was a 14-month program. It was a many days that I wanted to throw my hands. I said, oh, that's it, I'm tired, I'm getting ready to go. This ain't for me. But I told the Lord, I said, Lord, if you get me through this, Lord, this is the hardest 14 months that I've ever seen in my life. But he brought me through, and I'm a living witness. That's when I got the call from Jubilee, just about the time that I was getting ready to leave, that I was accepted into the Jubilee program. And I had a choice to either go back or go forward. So I went forward to Jubilee, and I stayed at Jubilee about a couple years. When I came here, I literally didn't have anything, nothing but the clothes on my back. They had a class where you take every night, Bible study, find a church, and you had to do that. And I think that's what helped me kind of get to know the Lord better and better. When you come to Jubilee, they also help you get a job. I love to work at Jubilee on the dock because it gives you things to do, then you can go run stuff up and down the elevator, I just kept myself busy. The more I keep myself busy, my mind don't have time to think about, what I could be doing with this time. So at Jubilee, I find things to occupy my mind. Even after work, I didn't have anything to do. I would just sit there and I would just read my Bible. But I enjoyed Jubilee a whole lot. It was a good experience. As I was at Jubilee, I met this lady. She was going to the church up here on the hill where we go to. The Lord blessed me with my wife today. For me to come out on the other side of this, telling my story to somebody, stuff like this don't happen often. To people live to tell about it, put it that way. I'm so glad that I can share my experience. As I was reading the Bible, God says if he can forgive you, then you have to forgive others. My dad, he shot me. I forgive him for shooting me. How can you shoot something that you love? Just to this day, I don't see it, but I still forgive him. And so I can go on. Can't keep carrying this load because it's just gonna keep wearing me down. Me and my mama is closer than we ever been since I came to Jubilee. Me and my mom, we call each other every day. That's a plus. So I used to hang my head down, but now I left my head up. I said, thank you, Lord. Look where you brought me from. I came out here with a suitcase. Now God had gave me a wife, a good place to stay, a car. I actually have my own business now, detailing cars, and all of this come on account of the Lord. Right now, if somebody would have told me my life would have been like this, I would have never believed it. Because if it weren't for Jubilee, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I know I'd probably be dead or in jail or incarcerated somewhere. It wouldn't be here. I'm so grateful Jubilee accepted me. I'm so grateful that I now have God in my life.